How you doing, guys? Ray Clouds here. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about Fire Poison Mage really quickly. This is coming from somebody who played him for a while, but I had to do some things before I started maining it because of the damage and all the amount of boss damage and IED that you need. Um, that being said, I just want to talk about why Fire Poison Mage is a really good pick for newer players post Destiny. I know when Destiny comes out, Fire Poison Mage is going to be, a lot better when it comes to grinding at the early levels, as well as the higher levels. 200, like post 200, and past 200, that type of thing. Um, the biggest thing is, for me anyway, and what I noticed as a newer player was that when I first started playing the game, Fire Poison Mage was the first class that I liked, and when I played it, it was very underwhelming. It was very underwhelming. It felt very weak compared to all the other classes I was trying out at the time. Um, and obviously, Destiny is going to, improve on these, these older classes that don't keep up with like the, like Adele and Kana and everything else. So that being said, Fire Poison Mage is definitely a good pick for newer players because of the fact that it can do an amazing amount of damage even without high legion and a bunch of link skills. It can do good damage. I definitely took the route of doing legion. I leveled legion up very high on purpose because I'm a very min maxing type of person when I play games. So first thing I did when the class felt underwhelming to me, even though I still liked the class, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna look up guides. And when I looked up guides, everything said legion link skills can boost damage, legion can boost damage. So what I did was I basically spent about a year. I started playing this game about a year and like a couple months, like maybe a year and like 2 months ago, and so about 14 months ago. And I basically just spent all my time doing legion. And the thing about legion is, and this is the big thing, guys, the thing about legion, sorry, I have cats, but and they're messing with things. The thing about legion is you don't have to play anything you don't want to play. Now, it is true that leveling up every class, to 200 is a big deal, apparently. But to me personally, I just played classes I liked grinding with and I felt comfortable grinding with for extended periods of times, as in like 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and I just kept leveling them. So you can look on here and you'll notice that I leveled a lot of stuff multiple times. Like I leveled Battle Mage. I already had a Fire Poison Mage at 209, and I just it was what it was. I played it because I think this was the first character I made, and I basically leveled, like, this was, and like the more legion I got, the more I leveled it up. And then when I finally got to 200, I made a bunch of mistakes, obviously, things I shouldn't have done as a Fire Poison Mage, and stuff like that. But I kept at it. I kept going with it, and finally I was like, okay, I'm done with this character. It was fun. I had a good time, but now I'm gonna make a completely new Fire Poison Mage, which is the Raymond G character. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where, just play what you want to play if you're leveling Legion, because if you try to force yourself to play classes you don't want to play, you're gonna burn yourself out. Just in general. Like, I think, where's the Kana at? Did I level up my Kana that high? I don't even know. Yeah, and I see I had another one too. Like, I just kept leveling up, like Nightwalker. I think that's it right there. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I think I used stuff to level up the Kana, like the little potions, I think. I know it's not 200 though. Yeah, the Kana. So basically I leveled up the Kana to like 120 at first, and then I forced myself to level it up to 141 so then I can use level up pots, and then now it's 186. Same thing with Adele. I didn't even grind that, even though it's a very easy class to grind out. Did not grind it out, just slowly leveled it up. Ended up getting a Beast Tamer when we had those events and they opened it up. I made marksmans. I made pretty much most of the explorer class except for warriors. I made a paladin, but we're not going to talk about that. Honestly, in my opinion, the only and that's just Legion, and it definitely helps a lot because really what you want is like some of the Legion, but not really all of it. Not all of it is that big of a deal. I would definitely get skill cool. I would definitely get a what is this class called? I would definitely get a Mercedes leveled up. I would get that on the link, for the link skill and for Legion, because the Legion is really good for Fire Poison Mage. It's super good because you're like, once you hit 200, your main mobbing skills are like 25 seconds, and taking 3 seconds off of that is huge. That's big. It's a very big deal because that means you can constantly use them, and the higher you get your nodes, the stronger they're going to be, and you could just use that ability, teleport another side of the map. You don't even have to worry about the other side of the map until stuff respawns. Another link skill that all Fire Poison Mages should get, and this is super big deal. I learned this the hard way, but you should, and I know it's going to be hard. Mahil is not a fun class to level at all, especially in the early levels. Like, it's true that Royal Guard can definitely like one shot a bunch of mobs once you get to the 5 stack, but in my opinion, it's very boring to level. Even at 200, when you unlock all your 5th job skills, it's still so boring. But the link skill is what you want, and the best part about it is, for the link skill, you literally only need level 2, and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. So, and once you get this link skill, you'll have 100% stance, which basically means you won't be knocked back by mobs and certain boss attacks. Some boss attacks, like Zakum's, like the second explosion he does, it automatically knocks you back. There's nothing you can do about it. But bosses like like Horntail, which are very freaking annoying to do if you do not have 100% stance. Very annoying for Fire Poison Mage because we don't get anything. We don't get literally anything. We have no defenses. We have no utility that can save our lives. The only thing that we have that's like does stuff, is like this skill right here, Elemental Adaptation. It just basically, it creates a barrier, and you get 5 chances where you have this 80% chance to completely ignore negative effects to you. But basically, the cooldown only starts after, like, I'm gonna show you right now. Like, you use it, cooldown only starts after all stacks have been consumed. So that's it. That's all you get is Fire Poison Mage. You don't get anything else. You get nothing else. So just know, Fire Poison Mage is a project. It's a project, and it's like you gotta improve. It's like if you bought like a really crappy house, and you're just constantly trying to build up and try to make better, like, walls, floors, roofs, everything. But once you get done with all of it, you have this amazing house. It's wonderful. So just know that. I'm sorry if you hear cats in the background. 2 of my cats are in heat right now, and one of my kitties are just very irritated because, like, it's just hot, and she's not having it. So just know, if you hear cats in the background, that's what it is. But that's really it. I mean, I'll like open this up so you can kind of see my link skill, like my link skill setup. I would definitely say that the link skills I have right now are definitely really good training wise for Fire Poison Mage specifically. Now if you want to actually want to min max, in my personal opinion, because I'm a new player, I've only been playing this game 14 months, 15 months once June's over. Once May's over. So, I am not like somebody that like knows everything about Fire Poison Mage. Not at all. But the things I've learned while leveling up all my Legion and leveling a bunch of characters and like Legion mules, Link mules, is that for me these worked. Like automatically, like the Explorer, like archers, I would definitely, like if you actually want to min max for links only and not care that much about Legion and only care about like doing more damage, I would level like two Explorer archers, so you can get like a decent amount of crit rate, and some monster collection, because monster collection is super important. It's like a whole, like it's like this whole thing right here. And for a newer player like me, who and I'm playing on Reboot as well, so it's like you can't trade anything, so these help a lot because you can get a lot of stuff to level up your charm faster, like your diligence, everything where it's like buff duration, ignore defense, stuff like that. Super, super important. For me, I've noticed it because it helped me out a lot. And as a newer player, you're not going to be able to do all the bosses, and I don't like getting carries, so I don't get, like, when I do bosses, it was me just struggling. I would definitely get the Cadena, which Cadena is really, really good. It basically just makes anything weaker than you deal 6% damage to. Good, yada yada. It's a level 2. It's max 2 link skill. But the super important thing about this is attacks against monsters, right, afflicted by abnormal statuses deal plus 6% damage. That's huge for Fire Poison Mage specifically. It's almost like this link was completely made for Fire Poison Mage, period. Because every single ability, skill that you use, everything you use causes some sort of abnormal status effect. It always does it. So just know that. That's like anytime you see this on any link, it's important. I mean, you can look them up and look them up. That's what I did. It's a bunch of guys out there. Another one that's good is Bravado, which is the Hoyoung link skill, which it's automatically good. Fire Poison Mage does not do a lot of damage, even when you get to I think it's Force Job, and you get your Force Job skills. Paralyze, which is going to be like when you get right here. Paralyze doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay, this is going to be your main mobbing skill, like until you hit 5th job. So it does not do a lot of damage. It does decent lines, but the damage is really, really low, especially if you don't have good Legion or a lot of links. So having like that on top of it giving you IED, it does more damage to mobs that have 100% HP. This is also a good skill for like cannoneers, because they do a crap ton of lines, and it just makes it where they one shot. So that's pretty much what that's for. The most important one is the Explorer Thief link skill. This one is completely, like, I feel like it's completely made for Fire Poison Mage altogether. It's kind of weird that it's on a thief, even though I know thieves do debuff, but like this skill is like the bread and butter because everything you do is debuffing, so you're always going to have that like activated, and it's just good. You're right, and it cooldowns 20 seconds, but basically every 20 seconds you're going to, well, every 30 seconds you will be constantly proccing that, so it's super good. Lara just came out, automatically level 2 link skill, get it to 120. You don't have to worry about it anymore. I personally didn't like Lara that much, but I leveled it all the way to 220 for the event that was going on because I wanted the free stuff they gave. But it's still a really good link skill. Kane, also another max level 2 link skill, really, really good for Fire Poison Mage. Once again, it's another proc. I think there are like 4 classes that have these procs, so it's Ilium, Arc, Kane, and Lara, because Lara's the new one. Those are the link skills that they like proc. So the more stuff you do, the more stuff they proc. Right now, I don't have Iliums on. I have Arcs. Iliums basically is whenever you move, you just build stacks because Ilium like flies around and stuff. So it was made for Ilium. I personally don't have that on right now because I was focusing on doing something. I was doing bosses. When they allow Beast Tamer to be made, create one. Like literally, if like with Beast Tamer and Zero, create those classes when they come out. You don't have to care about them at that given time, but you should make one. I made a 0. I just haven't played it at all and done any of the chapters, so I can't use it on my link board, my Legion board, and I can't use like link skills for it, but make it anyway. Beast Tamer's link skill is really broken. I didn't get it to level 3 yet, but I do have it at level 2, and it's still good. It gives you free boss damage, some more crit rate, and that's huge. Like, the HP is good, but there are other link skills that give way more, like, more HP, and they give you like defense reduction, aka like Pirates link skill, Explorer Pirates. And then, you know, I have like these link skills are like training link skills, like Elven Blessing, which is Mercedes, Rune of Persistence, combo kill orbs, like more XP, which is like Aaron or Aran, and crap, I forgot his name, man. I'm still new, guys, but he's like the dragon like tamer guy. But yeah, these are my link skills for right now. They help me out immensely. Like I said before, if you're trying to min-max, I would get Bravado, I would level up 2 Thieves, Hoyang, and I would level up a Cadena, because those will help you out immensely while you're grinding with Fire Poison Mage. Like, I mean, like, it will help you out a lot. So yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, there's not really much else I personally can give advice on, because right now I am, like, you know, this is my first time really kind of hunkering down and focusing on my 5th job skills. Like nodes, I won't get in. I'll do another video to get into nodes. This is already like going almost 20 minutes. But nodes are super important later on. But the one thing I will tell you though is for the V Matrix, once you get to 200, and you know, I have like Holy Symbol yada yada, but I don't have it on. My personal opinion is, and this is my personal opinion, you really don't need Holy Symbol on when you really don't need it immediately when you start grinding. That's my personal opinion. I would if I were you, especially if you're a newer player and you don't have like 6k plus Legion and a bunch of link skills, I would completely focus on trying to make myself, like, my skills stronger than they already are. Like, Holy Symbol is great and everything, but I hear a lot of newer players struggle with like Vanishing Journey, like monsters, and it's not even because of the arcane level, it's literally just because they don't do a lot of damage. So I would personally level these up. First skill you want to automatically like use your like matrix points for is Dot Punisher, because that's like, once again, these are 25-second skills, 22 seconds if you have the Mercedes on your Legion board, and pretty much like those 20 plus seconds go by really, really fast while you're grinding. Like, you won't even notice while spamming Paralyze. But I would level that up immediately. The next one I would level up is Poison Nova. I know there are some guys out there that say you should level up Poison Chain after Dot, but I would level this up first, because at the end of the day, you're going to be using these two most of the time in conjunction, because you use Dot Punisher before you use Elemental Fury, and then after you use Elemental, like while Elemental Fury is going, then you end up using Poison Nova, and then, you know, you use Mist Eruption after that, and then you can use Poison Chain while those two are on, because, you know, while those are on cooldown, you use Poison Chain, and by the time Poison Chain gets done spreading across the entire map, then you're just spamming these again, and then once you spam these, this will be off cooldown, and you basically do a rotation of skills. And that's what I noticed. I'm going to do a video on that, about rotating your skills. I'm pretty sure newer players, I'm pretty sure older players have done videos like that. I don't know about doing those for Fire Poison Mage. I haven't found that many videos of Fire Poison Mages for Reboot, North America specifically. There are a lot of them for normal servers, but none for Reboot. So there's a way to rotate your skills in a certain way where you constantly are always going to have your 5th job like mobbing skills. So, you know, that's something I'm going to do a video on later. But this is it for right now. This is hitting 20 minutes, and I don't want to make this super, super long. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to keep up to date on everything I'm doing, you can definitely subscribe. I also have a TikTok, and I post like random clips from like bossing and other games that I play there. Also have a Reddit, which I post on that as well. Same name, Ray Clouds. So yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching. Really appreciate it. And bye.